Hi, I'm Dave Teuschler. I'm with BrightView Tree Company. I am the Director of Horticulture. I've worked in the landscape horticulture trade for about 30 years. Something that somebody always, or many people will ask me is, Dave, what's the best tree for my yard? And there's many things to consider. One would be, or first would be, do you want an evergreen or a deciduous tree? Do you want winter light to come into your yard, or would you prefer that it be shaded year-round? A lot of times it depends on which side of the house it's going to be planted, and if there's other structures nearby that you either want shaded or want to have sun on. A common misconception is that evergreen trees are clean and deciduous trees are messy, and it's actually quite the opposite. Evergreen trees drop a little bit of something year-round, and deciduous trees make one big mess a year, but generally once you clean that up, you're good until next year. So one thing to consider is how big the tree is going to get. It's important to know how much room you have and the ultimate size of the tree. There's a great deal of information and a lot of great university websites on trees, how big they get, trees that work best for your environment. Different trees are adapted to different climate zones. You want to make sure that that tree is frost hardy if you live in an area where it gets very cold. Is it drought tolerant if you live in an area where it's very hot and dry and there's not a lot of available water? Many people like trees because they produce beautiful flowers once a year or twice a year, perhaps all year long. But those flowers fall off. So another thing to keep in mind when you're choosing a tree is the maintenance needs of that tree. Aesthetically, a jacaranda is spectacular from a distance. From a maintenance side, it's a very messy tree and requires regular cleanup, especially if it's over a driveway or a sidewalk or some sort of hardscape. So trees are a huge part of a landscape, and they're also permanent. They're not like a bedding flower. So choosing a tree is very important because it will be there for a very long time if the proper tree is chosen and maintained properly.